it's SimLicy here. So welcome back to another speed build, and this time it's a pretty special speed build because this home is for the tag Sims with Disability. This tag was created by Simproved here on YouTube. I will link her original video in the description box so you guys can go check it out and hear what she has to say about the tag that she created. But it is essentially what it says is, build a home for Sims with disabilities. So that's exactly what I did here. I was actually tagged to do this. I was tagged by the Colorful Sims. So I will also link her video in the description box so you guys can go see her take on the tag as well. So this is a really cool tag. I really think it was very creative, but also really important since we can't really have Sims with disabilities. You could pretend with probably mental disabilities. I think there's also some CC for like prosthetics and stuff, but as far as it actually being part of the game, not really. So what I decided to do was, well, when I first got tagged, I thought, who have I known in my life that has disabilities? And so I started thinking about people that I've known either that have had mental illness or have been physically disabled. And I thought that it'd be kind of hard to portray mental illness in a build. So I thought I would go with a physical disability, and I've known several different people in wheelchairs, but one that really stuck out to me was a very good friend of mine. She dated this guy about, I don't know, when we were about 18 or 19. She ended up having a son with him, and so I still like kind of hear things that have going on with the family because she's still very close with them, even though they're not together anymore. But her boyfriend at the time had this brother, and he like hung out with us all the time. He was always around. He was like a couple years younger than us, and I think we were probably about, I think we're probably about 18 at the time, so he's probably 16, maybe 17 at the most. And he was like always really active and loved to dance, and he like had a job, and he was like, I don't know, a pretty cool teenage boy. Like he was very active and always like, just very high energetic. Well, anyways, he and some friends decided to skip school one day, and they got in a car accident. All of the other, I think there was 3 other people with him, may have been 2, I'm not sure, but they walked away fine. But he actually became paralyzed and actually a quadriplegic. So he's paralyzed from the neck down, and he's had numerous surgeries to help him with that. So he has a special spoon that he can eat out of, because he can kind of move his arm a little bit after a couple of his surgeries. So the spoon is actually kind of like an S-shaped spoon, because since he can't directly lift his arm to his mouth, he can kind of get it up close, so the spoon is bent in a way to kind of help him get food to his own mouth. But for the most part, I mean, he may have had more surgeries now. It's been a while since I have seen him, like a couple years or so, but so I don't know if he's had any more surgeries to help him with his with any of his movement. He's pretty lucky to be able to move at all, but it's like, he's definitely never gonna walk again. And I don't know. I felt it was really sad because, like I said, he was very active, and that was one thing that really stuck out in my mind when he did get in that accident. Was like, I just remember him constantly like dancing. I think he was also in the school theater, but he worked for the local McDonald's, which they pulled together and fundraised all this money for his family and helped them buy a new home that accommodated his needs. Got them a van to help lift him in and out of the vehicle, because he had a very big heavy chair since he couldn't walk or roll himself around. He did have like a little stick thing on it that helped him move on his own, that he could kind of bump with his hand, but that was about all he could control it himself. But anyways, they lived in this really old, almost Victorian, probably more, I don't know what time era. I don't think it was necessarily Victorian, but it was a very old house that they lived in. It had big old stairs up to the front of the house, and it was like they couldn't stay there any longer. So it was very nice of McDonald's, or the McDonald's that he worked for, to help fundraise money, because they moved into a big house, and that's kind of how I modeled this house after. I went off of a picture on Pinterest, but the picture on Pinterest reminded me of the house. I couldn't picture the house exactly in my mind, but it was a big house. It was a 2-story house that they ended up buying, but he had his own space with his own bathroom downstairs. So that's kind of what I thought for this house, but instead of them buying their own new house, I thought that they could have kind of I like rearranged it and remodeled some of it to suit their new disabled son. And to add to the story, so I thought, okay, so this is a family of 4. There's a mom and a dad, a little girl and a little brother, and then the teenage boy. And I kind of created a story that I thought would be a bit dramatic, I guess, interesting for The Sims and gameplay, but probably pretty realistic because sports are pretty dangerous and people get hurt all of the time. So I thought that this teenage boy was like a star athlete. He has like trophies in his room. He's got like jersey posters, and they have a basketball hoop outside that I thought maybe he did lots of practicing. They have a swimming pool, so I mean, I thought he used to swim a lot. And yeah, something happened. He got in a bad accident, just as, you know, my friend did. And yeah, now he is in a wheelchair. I didn't really think in my mind if he was a quadriplegic or not. I kind of did, since I was basing this off of my friend's story. But yeah, so I made his bedroom downstairs, but I did think that his bedroom used to be the parents' office, and the bathroom that is his new ensuite used to be just like the main bathroom on the downstairs floor. And so they remodeled it to suit him, and so he can have his bedroom downstairs, and he has his own bathroom that's nice and big and spacious that has like a handicapped shower. And yeah, they have these ramps going up to the front of the front door. I didn't put a ramp going out the door that's close to the garage. You'll see it once we get around the back of the house, but there's a door that goes out to the back from the garage. I thought that, you know, maybe they were able to afford putting ramps on those 2 doors, but weren't able to afford putting one by the other door. I don't know, I just thought that they wouldn't have like all the money in the world to be able to completely remodel their house, but they did the best that they can. And yeah, I don't know, I thought that was kind of a cool idea. And so now his old bedroom upstairs is the parents' new office, so I kind of, you know, threw a computer up there and some bookshelves and a little seat area. It's nothing too special, but I thought that, yeah, that used to be his room, but now they had to reaccommodate it for him to live downstairs. So I did cut out some of the landscaping, I believe, but I initially started off with these yellow flowers, and then I started adding these vines up the side of the house right here, which I thought looked really pretty and made the house look like it's been here a while. And then I added the red ones, and I was like, oh, I love the red, but I wasn't sure how it looked with the yellow, so I decided to change the flowers to yellow, or to red. And I'm still not really sure how I feel about it. I kind of feel like it's a bit overwhelming, but I don't know. I think it looks nice, and in the end, I do change the siding color to gray, which I think looks a lot nicer with the red than the brown does. But I don't know. I really like the way this house turned out, though. I think it's a really playable house for being such a large house, because I didn't overclutter it. Because since I was keeping in mind that somebody was going to be moving around this house with a wheelchair, that there had to be more space in between things and room for him to get around. So I don't know. That was something that came out of this tag that I thought that was not necessarily kind of expected, because I did think in my mind that you need space for a wheelchair, but I just ended up making it less cluttered because of it. But anyways, we are on to the interior, and I did skip over the floor plan because before I cut it out, there was literally like 4 minutes of just floor planning, and I was like, they don't want to sit here for 4 minutes and watch me try to figure out where rooms are gonna go. So I did cut that out, but you'll get to see me decorate each one. So yeah, you'll get a good sense of the layout, and I included some screenshots of the floor plan. I've been doing that for like the last videos for like a month or so now. So yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, or if you don't stay to the end of the video, then yeah, I've been including floor plan shots so you can get, you know, a whole see on how how everything works. But anyways, I was a little bit indecisive about using these cabinets, but I really like the way they look in the end once I changed the color of them. The gray just really wasn't working with me with the dark floors. Yeah, I don't know, but I really like the way this interior turned out. While I was decorating it, I was like, I'm not really sure if this is my best interior work, especially when I was doing the living room. But once I was in taking the screenshots, I was like, this home feels so warm and cozy, and I just really liked the feel of it, and I think it looks really pretty, especially with all these large windows. The lighting in this house is absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, anyways, so I do an interesting thing here right with the dining room set. I leave one chair off of the table. So normally I would put another chair on the end, but I thought that he would have to pull up to the dining table in his chair. So I left one of the seats off, and I actually ended up throwing one in the corner that I thought, because he hasn't always been paralyzed, so they still have the chair. So it's just kind of shoved into the corner, but they still have it if they have guests or whatever and need another chair for, you know, any other purposes. And yes, I did end up using the Parenthood stuff again for the kitchen. I just can't help it. These cabinets are beautiful. I love the handles, and I just feel like the graphics on the new items are so much better that I almost don't even want to use any of the old stuff because it just doesn't look right to me anymore. I don't know. But this morning I did a collab with Pineapple, so I hope you guys liked that video. I really enjoyed using the new items from the fitness stuff pack, even though I think the pack could have been done better for a fitness stuff pack. I would have liked new fitness stuff other than just the rock climbing wall, but the furniture is stunning. I really like that. So if you haven't seen that video, definitely go check it out. It was just posted yesterday. You are seeing this on Friday, the 23rd of June, which is, surprise, my birthday. Yay! I am 28 years old today. Oh my god. I am so old. Not really, not that old, even though my husband keeps calling me an old lady. He's gonna be 28 in a month, so he should hush. He's like, I'm into older women. Yeah, by like a month. I'm older than him by like a month. But yeah, so today I am going to do some flower shopping, buy myself some flowers for my birthday. My husband's working all day, and then I have friends coming into town on Saturday, so we're really not celebrating till tomorrow. This feels weird talking in the future because really it's Thursday. But yeah, so on Saturday we're gonna go to a wine festival and maybe go out to lunch and stuff. I don't think my friends will be here till the afternoon, so in the morning, yeah, I'm not really sure what my husband and I will do. He was looking online at new computer stuff this morning, but we're debating whether or not to buy me a built computer or build me a computer. So keep your fingers crossed that we figure out something soon, because if I get a new computer, that means a lot more stuff for my channel, and that would be really exciting. He has mentioned it before, but I haven't tried to push it because computers are really expensive, and since I don't have a job right now, I feel guilty bugging him about me getting a new computer, even though he doesn't see it that way. I feel pretty guilty. But anyways, this is the boys' bedroom. So I figured this used to be the parents' home office. His bathroom used to open up into the like hallway by the front door. But yeah, so this is his room now. He's got big doors so he can get into the bathroom and into his bedroom real easily, and big doors going into the kitchen. So yeah, everything has like nice wide doors for him to be able to move around in. And you'll notice he has lots of sports memorabilia in here since he used to be an athlete. Yeah, he has all this kind of decorations and stuff that he has gathered over the years when he used to play sports. And yeah, and he still probably watches lots of sports. I know my friend who became paralyzed, he watched sports all the time. And this chair that I'm building right here is built off of something that he used to have in his room. I don't know if he still does, but he would get out of his chair and kind of lay in this loungy chair, and he would play video games. He would have his like laptop on his lap, and so I built that chair kind of thinking that that's where he would lay when he wanted just to play video games and watch TV instead of being in his bed, because I know my friend didn't want to like be in his bed because he felt like that was laziness, or not laziness, but like it felt like he was in bed, and if he was in a chair, you know, it felt like he was out of his wheelchair but not in bed. I don't know how to explain that very well, but yeah, so I've decided to kind of recreate his chair, and I gave him this sink because I thought that he could get up to it really easily with his wheelchair. So yeah, that's why I put that sink in here. And this is the shower that I built for him, his handicapped shower, and it's just made with a window and a regular shower. I still wanted it to be usable for Sims, so yeah, put a chair in there and one of those bars that came with Get to Work, I think. So it looks like one of those yeah, those bars that you will see in a handicapped shower for them to be able to grab onto. And yeah, so that's what I was thinking with that. And I end up repainting the entire bathroom because at this point it matches the other like tile work in the house, and so I thought that this has been remodeled, so it's probably not going to have the same tile work as the kitchen per se. So yeah, maybe they just painted it blue for him. He likes blue. Maybe it's his favorite color because I kind of went with a very blue theme for his room, just because, yeah, I don't know, kind of, I guess, started with the bed and the rug and went from there, and everything was blue. But anyways, so yeah, there used to be some doors right here, but they hung up a mirror and just kind of worked around it to fill up the entrance foyer or foyer. I think it's foyer, right? You don't pronounce the R. I don't know how to say that correctly, but yeah, I just put a few entryway items, nothing too exciting. I thought that picture frame could be, you know, one of the sports teams he used to be a part of. I really tried to think hard about everything I was doing in this house, to be honest. Like, I don't know, it's not the most detailed house, but the intent is very detailed, and yeah, I did try to make it. I don't know how to explain that. I'm not explaining myself very well, so I'm just gonna stop. But anyways, so we are on to decorating the living room, and as you can see, those big windows casting the light in. Like, my computer has been struggling so hard, especially with like the last update and the last 2 packs, and I refuse to turn down my settings because I ran them on medium settings for so long, and then realized that it didn't run that bad if I turned them up. But yeah, if you notice like a few spots in this video are kind of jumpy, it's because, yeah, my computer is struggling. But the lighting it's beautiful. I love this living room a lot. It looks so pretty. Like, I don't know. I really, really like the screenshots. So I did include a lot of them. So, you know, don't skip out on the screenshots. I actually am curious to how many people watch them. I'm actually curious to how many people actually stay to the end of the video. But yeah, that's okay. Anyways, so I do leave plenty of room for him to be able to pull up in his wheelchair. So instead of adding a couple of armchairs, I only add 1 armchair. And I actually throw the same pattern of love seat up in the parents' home office because I thought maybe they used to have a love seat, another love seat in the living room, but had to move it upstairs so he would have room to watch TV with them as well. So yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys like the story and like that I kind of tried to go more personal with this tag. I think it's a really important tag since we don't have, we don't have anything like this in the game, but it's cool to be able to try to recreate it and represent people who are disabled, and yeah, I don't know. I just think it's really cool. So thank you, Fry, for creating this if you happen to watch my video, which I hope that you do, and yeah, I hope that you enjoy what I've done with your tag. But anyways, so this is now the new like downstairs bathroom for guests and for the family, and I thought that this one had been remodeled as well, and I just skipped past it. That was an accident. I accidentally cut off part of the bathroom, but I'm not going to go back and fix it. I recolored it to not have the same tile as the rest of the bathrooms in the house or the kitchen, just because I thought that one had been added in after they had to use the old bathroom for their son to have his own private bathroom. So yeah, that's what I was getting at, but I don't know. I guess I cut it out. Whoopsies. Anyways, this is the parents' master bedroom. They get the 4-post bed because I just love that bed, and with this kind of color scheme, that virgin with the gray and the brown, oh, it's so pretty. I love it so much. It's so pretty, and a nice bright plant right there with the yellow flowers. I like that item a lot. I think that came with Pool Kitchen, I believe. Yeah, like it a lot. I use those flowers quite a bit, and same with that little statue on top of the books. I really wanted to use that chair with the little cushion that came with the Parenthood Stuff Pack. I was going to throw that in the corner, and I kind of wish I did, because I think I end up replacing the cushion with a plant. But yeah, that chair is so stinking cute. I love all the throw pillows. I do still wish, and I'll still complain to this day, we have no detached pillows that are just decorating items that we can move about ourselves. I don't know if they're doing that because not everybody uses move objects, and they may be a little bit difficult to use without move objects. But I want pillows so bad. Like, I am half tempted to use custom content just so I can have throw pillows, and then delete the throw pillows when I upload it to the gallery. I don't know. I guess I'm not that upset about it because I haven't gone and done that. But anyways, this is the parents' ensuite bathroom. Yeah, I originally wasn't gonna give them an ensuite, but I decided that it was a big enough house that they probably would have some, because since I did think of this as an American house, and lots of large American houses have ensuites, then I thought that, yeah, we would do that. And I decided to give them a double sink since we were going with the ensuite bathroom. Most ensuites have double sinks, at least in my experience, and so they get a shower instead of a bathtub. But there is a bathtub in the other 2 bathrooms, or other 2 full bathrooms. The half bathroom doesn't have a shower or a bath. It's just a toilet and a sink. But yeah, the hallway actually has a chest table and a bookshelf. So yeah, it's a pretty useful hallway. Didn't leave it like all empty. Sometimes I feel like hallways are so awkward. I'm like, I hang up a couple of paintings and stick a plant in the wall. But I like what I did right here. I kind of made a bookcase. I don't know if it works. I didn't play test it because I didn't care if it worked or not. I just liked the way it looked. And I hung up these thinking that maybe there were some newspaper clippings from maybe past awards the son had won or something like that. Maybe he won some trophies when he was a star athlete. So maybe it's him winning championships in the news articles. But this is a little boy's room or a little girl's room. I said that weird, little girl's room. I did imagine it to be for a boy, though. I did imagine that the older brother did have a little brother and a little sister. I was originally going to make the girl's room like for a toddler, but then I was like, I didn't really feel like including toddler stuff throughout the entire house. So then I decided that I would just make it for a teenager. So I thought that it would be for like a preteen. Even though we don't have preteens, I thought that maybe she could be like 12 or 13. The older brother would be like, 15, 16. And then, the little boy like 8. I don't know. Whatever the age of kids are that are in the game. I think they're probably about 8. I don't know about that. But anyways, I really like the way her room turned out. I ended up going with this very light purple color. I'm very into lavender at the moment, like very light purple. I used to not really like light purple. I only liked dark purple. I don't know. At the moment, lavender, I bought this lavender shirt the other day, and I think it's just beautiful. And this is a new rug that came with the fitness stuff pack, the one that I just threw under her bed. And I just thought it looked really cool. It looked really pretty in her room. And this is sort of the family bathroom, the one that the kids share. So it's a little bit messy, a little bit more cluttered, a little bit more lived in. And I shoved these shelves that came with the Parenthood pack into the counters. And yeah, I thought that looked kind of cool. Looked like some built-in furniture. And the curtain that I chose did clip through the countertop a little bit, which was kind of bothering me, but I decided, oh well, it's probably just fine. I wasn't gonna mess with it too much. But yeah, I was pretty indecisive about the mat too. I was like, I'm being way too indecisive about a mat on the, bathroom floor. But anyways, I did skip through me recoloring the house. The house is gray now. It's not brown, and I'm just adding some lights around the house so it's nice and lit up at night. But yeah, we are almost to the end of the video. Oh, I almost forgot to tag the people that I was going to tag. I want to tag Sugarplumsims, MsGryphi, Byscreenside, and Hannah Sims. I will tag all of them on Twitter so they are aware, and I'll put their names in the description box. But thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to go check out Fry's video as well as the Colorful Sims. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave any comments or suggestions that you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye!